Casey Thompson, the Baylor Bears defense. Let's get into it. We're going to watch some film of Baylor's defense to kind of see what they could throw at Texas, and we're going to talk about what Casey Thompson needs to do against this Baylor Bears defense. And Casey Thompson's coming off his worst career performance as a starter thus far, right? Again, there haven't been a ton of starts, but up to this point, the Oklahoma State game is probably his worst performance so far, and they had this bye week to kind of figure some things out as they get ready to play the Baylor defense, which is arguably one of the best defenses in the Big 12. So they actually lead the Big 12 in interceptions with 8, and they are tied with the least amount of touchdowns given up in the air with 6. So good ratio there. Not giving up a lot of yards in the air either, under 200 yards per game through the air, number 2 in the Big 12. So you're going up against a good passing defense. As far as the rushing defense, they're kind of middle of the pack. And so I think Texas is going to be able to have some explosive plays against Baylor. But Baylor's going to kind of have that bend but don't break defense, kind of keep everything in front mentality, which has worked for them so far. So you're going to see in this film we're going to go through, we're going to watch some passing downs first, and we're going to watch kind of some 1st and 10s. You'll see passing downs a lot of times they shift into a cover 3. They'll show one thing pre-snap, shift into cover 3 post-snap, and they're inviting you to take what the underneath stuff is. So I'm taking the underneath routes when that cover 3 happens, but at the same time, we're going to see in some of the 1st and 10s, some of the earlier downs, they creep up towards line of scrimmage. They creep up to help stop the run, and they have more of a true cover 2 man under it. And I expect to see this on the earlier kind of more running downs with Bijan Robinson. So I think the early 1st downs, 2nd downs, you could have some deep shots potentially if those safeties get creeping up. So first few plays, we're going to watch the kind of passing downs. You're going to see them going like a shell look, a cover 3 look. And then the next few plays are going to be mostly cover 2, I believe, and kind of see those safeties creeping. I think there could be a shot deep there. So again, Casey Thompson, take what the defense gives you when they drop 7 or 8 guys, and when the defenders are kind of creeping up, kind of the early downs, that could be when you take your shot there. So let's go ahead and get into it. But again, like every video, we just encourage all to consider subscribing to the channel if you like any quarterback-related content. Let's check out the Baylor defense. So here's a 3rd and 5 for Baylor. We're going to see 11 personnel on the field for Texas State, 1 back, 1 tight end. We're going to see, notice how the safeties creep up in the line of scrimmage. Not one safety is past 10 yards at the snap of the ball. However, it's going to be a cover 3 look. I'll pause that whenever we get to that look. So we see it's a cover 3 look. Boom, all through here, right? So we got thirds, and then thirds. Good job hitting the the back there. I don't know if it was a 1st down or not, but let's go ahead and look at the other angle. Is it going to load on us? Maybe. Hopefully it loads. Here we go. So again, even when they do drop back, I do think you can take some shots deep. But if they don't, so if they look like they're all bunched up, which I think they'll crowd the box against Robinson, but even if not, and they go back to that cover 3 scheme, back over DB over here. I do think there's opportunity where if that happens, there's going to be holes throughout, right? There's going to be holes throughout here. It's just kind of designing those type of plays and taking what the defense gives you there. So with Baylor, if they give you that cover 3 look, take what the defense gives you, get the ball to your playmakers underneath, and let them make a play. So here's a 3rd and 10, and in the passing situation, it looks like pre-snap that we got a cover 2 look. However, if you look, Baylor has some tendencies to kind of show what they're actually going to go into. Sorry, I have to keep pausing it. So we see this corner dropping back here. This safety kind of creep up here as this backer is coming off the edge. So we got thirds. They drop into a cover 3. I apologize again for playing it. And then this corner is going to his 3rd as well. So you see they only bring 4. They drop 7. So kind of similar to what Arkansas would do. They drop 7 or 8 guys. So this place, there's actually good protection up here. You can stay in, be patient, because look, this guy actually beats his guy deep, even though this corner has thirds here. So just stay in the pocket and let your play develop, especially against 7 or 8 guys dropping. You have to be patient here. Casey Thompson has shown the ability to be patient when plays develop. But again, 7 or 8 guys dropping, cover 3 passing situation. They only bring 4 guys here. Just another example of what Baylor can do. It's actually a hell of a throw here. No need to roll out, but watch this throw. Should have been caught, right? Not a bad throw at all. But yeah, so there's another example of that cover 3 defense in a passing situation. So here's another pre-snap look, 2 safeties, but post-snap, it's going to be a cover 3 look. We'll break this down in a bit more detail. This is a good job of like Texas State quarterback getting the ball out quick where the blitz is coming. We would call this like an uncovered, wherever the uncovered receiver is, we're going with the ball at the snap of the ball. Let's go back real quick so we can kind of see. So it's a 2nd and 7. We'll count passing situation. It could be a run play here. We got 10 personnel, no tight end, and we'll see two snap here. Again, Baylor showing pre-snap what they're going to do, right? So just like we talked earlier, they have some tendencies you can pick up on. They replace that. They replace the ball with the blitz. Actually, replace the ball where the blitz is coming from. But we got safety here, rolling in the middle, thirds. Another example of that cover 3 look. I like this play by McBride. Take what the defense gives you here. I think they get 6 yards. I don't know if they get the first down here, but I do like that play from the Texas State quarterback here. So if you're Thompson, take what they give you, excuse me, and then know just because they do one thing, it's loading. Just because they do one thing pre-snap doesn't mean that's what they're going to do post-snap as well. All right, so here is a 3rd and 13 in the passing situation. So pre-snap look. 2 high safeties here, right? And they are more than 10 yards off line of scrimmage for about 12 to 13. I'll play it real quick and let you decide or try to figure out what defense they actually did. Remember, they've been doing a lot of cover 3. Boom. So go back real quick, and y'all probably able to figure that out at the snap of the ball, right? So snap of the ball, safety runs this way, middle of the field wide open, right? So cover 2, unless there's a backer running back there, like a 2 Tampa, we'll call it, then middle of the field is where you want to go for cover 2 here. There's not one route going in the middle of the field, unfortunately, for Texas State. I think they'll do an all seams, which is probably not the best shot against this defense here, but cover 2 man under, right? Man under here with a field side is straight cover 2 here. So another example of doing one thing field side, one thing boundary side here. So I just wanted you to see that post snap, what the difference looks like between 3 and 2 post snap. Or pre-snap and then right to post-snap. And again, let's watch number 4 here because he gives it away. Snap the ball. He goes this way. The other safety goes this way. Middle of the field wide open. Just nothing there for Texas State. So if you're Texas and you see a lot of cover 3, but also knowing that if you're Casey Thompson, knowing that cover 2 is a possibility and a potential, Coach Sark will have some stuff dialed up without a doubt there. So it's kind of a base defense for Baylor here. And we're going to see this is against Texas State, so take it with a grain of salt. But still, as far as formation goes, that you'll see with Texas somewhat often if there are no tight ends in the field, right? 10 personnel, so 6 guys in the box, and so it's 5v6. Texas State ends up running the ball. This would be probably in Sark's offense, probably a passing situation. But with Robinson running back, you never know. So, anyways, we're going to see just kind of 6 guys in the box, 2 up top safeties here. And the thing that you want to watch on here is watch how fast they crash in on the run. So with a running back like Robinson, you could probably take a shot deep or so if these safeties tend to crash here. Now, again, it is run. They do run the ball right, but you see just real quick they crash. He's obviously crashing because that's a good read by the safety. But I do think with how fast they bite in on the run game, and we'll see the next view as well, there could be some shots to take some. There could be some opportunities to take some deep shots here. Watch this safety here, number 4. Snap of the ball. He's already creeping. Like he's crashing right off the bat. Now he sees that, so he's making that read there. But I do think if they come with that cover 2 look and 6 guys in the box, there's going to be there's going to be opportunities to take shots there. So point of this clip, look at the safeties come in, have 6 guys in the box. There could be shots downfield available for Casey Thompson to take. So here's another 1st and 10, kind of their basic look. And this time, last clip we just watched was 10 personnel, if I remember correctly. This is 11 personnel, something Texas is in a lot. And you still got 6 guys in the box, 5 DBs, right? And again, look at the safeties. It's a cover 2 look pre-snap, and they end up staying in a cover 2 look. Let me go ahead and just play it so you can see it real quick. It is a run play here, but I just wanted to show this example of what their base defense looks like on 1st and 10. So we watch so many passing situations, and here's why I think they can take shots deep, because it's a cover 2, yes, but their first step is kind of like flat-footed. You see that? They are waiting both. They do a flat foot, 1 step back, but they are waiting for the run game to come up and help in the run game, which I think they're going to have to stop Robinson. So I do think you could potentially take some shots downfield on some early potential plays and before they get that deep cover 3 look on passing situations, right? So let's look at the safeties. Again, 10 yards off line of scrimmage, cover 2 man under right here. They come in real quick, so I think you could potentially take the top off the defense, or at least do like a play action from Robinson if you're Casey Thompson. So again, 1st and 10, maybe take a shot deep if you're Thompson, if Sark wants to draw that up and go from there. So again, those passing downs, you saw a lot of cover 3. So if you're Casey Thompson, you want to take what they give you and take those whole shots if they're available, but be patient, let the play develop. And then those early downs, the 1st and 10s that we saw, the more running downs, you saw some safeties creeping up. So there could potentially be an opportunity for a deep shot on one of the earlier downs there. But again, Baylor's going to try to bait you into throwing something that you shouldn't throw. They do a good job of creating turnovers in the passing game. So again, just making wise decisions if you're Casey Thompson. But I want to hear from you. What do you think Casey Thompson needs to do against the Baylor defense? What are your thoughts on the Baylor defense? Let us know in the comments below. We'll see you next time on the next quarterback-related video.